got my hands on my very first Hirono blind box, so today I will be unboxing it and drawing whichever character I get. I don't really have a preference, but I believe between all of them, these two will probably be the most difficult to draw. And of course, one of those two is the one that I got. But that's okay. It's not to say I didn't like those ones, I just thought they'd be a little more tricky to draw, especially because of the face masks. I'm not really good at drawing face masks, but we're gonna figure it out. So to start off with, I just did some sketches. I decided to draw him without the mask first, and then I decided to draw a little teeny version with the mask, and then another version where he has the mask kind of sitting on top of his head. So before going into this, I did look into the background of the Hirono figure a little bit, the lore behind the character, because I'd seen the figures around, but I've never really seen someone talk about the lore behind the figures. This particular set seems to be about the different sides of Hirono's personality, so each little thing represents a different part of his personality. The box that I got is the Persona box, which represents his duality. I will say though, I'm fairly certain they were inspired by Pennywise when creating this design, because the little words underneath of the drawing of this character on the box talk about the waterways leading to the city, and makes me think of Pennywise for sure. As a whole, Hirono seems to be a little character that was born under the silver light of a crescent moon in a little mystical forest, and all of the villagers believe that he will go on to do great adventurous things, which he is fully intending to do, so he gets into all kinds of little things, and that's where all the little characters come from, all these little adventures that he goes on. I was planning to use markers for the entire page, but my marker unfortunately has breathed its last. So I had to switch to watercolors halfway through, but this paper isn't really good for watercolors, so I ended up mixing watercolors and marker. I did run down to my grandma's old typewriter to add some little aspects in the background because I thought it would fit the Little Mischief newsprint theme pretty well, and I'm glad that I did that. I think it kind of ties the whole thing together. Here is the final design, and I'm actually pretty happy that I got this character. It was fun to draw something a little bit out of my comfort zone.